Hi everyone, I'm Mandy Miller for The Locker Room. With us today is MSU's men's basketball coach, Tom Izzo, and we're here at Jackson High at the Ray Weathers basketball camp, and you're speaking to the kids. What is the main message you want to get across to these campers?
Well, just spend more time maybe working on their basketball, doing some schoolwork instead of, the problems that sometimes they've had here. And that would be, that was Ray's message. He wants to keep kids off the streets and in the gym. And so I'll probably spend a little time on that and just have some fun with them. It's always fun to speak to younger kids.
Will you get involved, play a little with them?
I don't know if my playing days might be over, but if you want to go one-on-one, you and I will take on Ray and whoever.
I might be pretty good at that. These kids, what are their questions usually to you?
Well, I think everybody wants to know, how do you get to a major college? How do you get to the NBA? Every kid that plays basketball thinks he's an NBA player, and we'll find out in 2 days that, only 25 or 28 Americans get drafted really in the first round or second round every year, and so it's a pipeline dream. But you got a place here where Ray Weathers did it. You got Tony Dungy from here. You got a lot of impressive people that maybe help these kids to dream a little bit. And you do got to dream it before you achieve it, as they say, and that's what we'll try to do, help them dream big and see if they can accomplish them.
And seeing Ray Weathers, he was a former Spartan, he played here at Jackson High. Watching him give back to the community, what's that mean to you?
Well, I think this is awesome. This has been a dream for Ray. He's talked to me about it for 2 or 3 years, and I think he, sees Tony doing some things back here, and Ray just always was a guy that he felt like maybe there were some mistakes he made growing up, and he wants to make sure others don't. And I think that's really the mark of a true man. It's somebody who is going to give back, and it's not how much you do, but how much you give back. And I think he's been so passionate and excited about this. He calls me from Arizona. The minute he got in town, he came up and spent some time with us. He's been up 3 other times. He just really feels good about what he's doing, and there's not enough people that do that. So any way I can help, I'll be more than happy to help.
Did it take any coaxing for you to come down here?
It really didn't. I told him if he's going to do it, I'll be there for him. And I mean that wholeheartedly, and I mean that with our players and everybody else. I think that's part of the family atmosphere we're trying to develop where, he's helped me. Who knows? I wouldn't be here maybe if it wasn't for the Ray Weathers of the world my first and second year. I sure can help him.
Do you teach your players to give back like this?
I really do, and again, we've been lucky with Magic up there, and he does a lot of charity things. Steve Smith just had a big golf outing, is having another one next week. Gave a lot back to the university and to his high school. He has a big scholarship program for Pershing High School. But we talk to a lot of our guys about it. It's really the way you make your name. If you really get right down to it, everybody can appreciate what you do, but Steve Mariucci and I go back to our high school and have a big thing up in Iron Mountain each year, and we've raised a lot of money, built a building up there, and it's probably one of the more rewarding things that I've done in my career, so I try to pass that along to my players.
And this is a great basketball camp, and why is it important for parents to get their kids involved at such an early stage in the game?
Well, I think anytime you can do something that has a purpose and give some direction and help a kid to fulfill his dreams. Everybody dreams of making the winning shot. You and I, everybody else. It's just part of the nature, kicking the winning goal, throwing the winning touchdown. But until you go to a camp, until you meet some people that have actually done it, the dreams are just so open that you can't really focus in. Once you see, hey, this guy made it, this guy made it, this guy did this, I think it gives you a lot better chance to dream realistically. And that's what I think a camp like this, and if I was in Jackson, Michigan, and somebody put on a camp like this, I'd be really working to try to get everybody there, because it goes back to Ray's giving back. Well, then part of the thing is the community's got to embrace Ray.
Ray got you here, and these kids are definitely going to remember that. Do you have any memories when you were younger, maybe at a camp, that may have impacted the way you coach today?
I grew up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, so there weren't a lot of famous people up there that could go. But I did go to a couple of small camps, and everybody's heroes were the people that you watched at that place. And even though it was a Division II school. I got to watch some guys there, and I think definitely, you know, whenever I hear somebody, I mean, when I came to Michigan State and heard Magic Johnson, I've listened to Tony Dungy. I've read his books. I've Bo Schembechler. You know, it's not just Michigan State. You're right. I have learned from a lot of people, and I think that's one of our obligations. I do believe a little bit different than some athletes that it is our job to be a role model. It is our job to give back, and I've seen some of the best do it, and a couple right here in Jackson, Michigan.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'm sure these kids are glad you're here. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
For the Locker Room, I'm Mandy Miller.